You use it every day, but you've probably never really thought about it. Every second, more than 25,000 rolls of toilet paper are produced worldwide. And yet, if just one factory were to shut down for a few hours, entire cities could find themselves without any supply. But how can something so simple, light, and soft require such a massive industrial process? This seemingly ordinary roll is actually the result of a combination of mechanical precision, chemistry, cellulose, and machines weighing over 100 tons working in perfect synchronization. And the most astonishing thing, the toilet paper you have at home began its life as a soaked and ground eucalyptus trunk. Today, you'll discover how the world's most intimate paper is made, from the forest to your bathroom. And before we delve into this process, take the opportunity to subscribe so you don't miss any episodes about the secrets of the most impressive factories on the planet. Tell me, which everyday product do you think has the most surprising or bizarre manufacturing process? It all begins in eucalyptus and pine forests, trees carefully selected for a very specific reason. They grow quickly, have long fibers, and produce cellulose with the ideal balance between strength and softness. These trees are planted specifically for the paper industry. There is no question of rampant deforestation here. Every plot cut down is replanted, and the complete cycle, from sapling to felling, lasts on average 7 years. After cutting, the logs are loaded onto enormous convoy that transport them to the factory. There, the industrial process truly begins. The logs are first stripped of their bark in large rotating drums equipped with steel blades, which remove the outer layer without wasting the wood. The exposed logs are then chipped into small pieces, about the size of a coin, which may seem insignificant but are the first step in a high-tech process. These chips are introduced into a pressurized reactor called a digester, where they are cooked at over 150 degrees Celsius, immersed in a chemical solution of caustic soda and sulfur. This mixture dissolves the lignin, the natural glue that holds wood fibers together. The result is a moist, brown pulp rich in pure cellulose, the raw material from which toilet paper will be made. And here's a surprising statistic. From a single tree, it's possible to produce up to 1,500 rolls of paper. Not bad for a product that seems so ordinary, is it? But the brown pulp coming out of the digester is still far from resembling the clean, soft white paper you know. It still carries a strong woody odor and a dark tint that will need to be removed. This is where one of the most fascinating phases of the process comes in: industrial bleaching. First, the fibrous mass is washed several times with hot water under pressure. This washing removes lignin residues and impurities, gradually lightening the cellulose. Next, it passes through a series of vats where products like hydrogen peroxide and chlorine dioxide are injected. These compounds react with the fibers, lightening them without damaging them. And no, the chemistry used here is not exactly the same as for printer paper or office paper. The process is meticulously controlled, as the final product must be completely safe for the skin. After several hours of washing, reaction, and filtration, the paste becomes so white that it reflects light with over 99% purity. It is this clear, luminous, and neutral appearance that consumers immediately associate with hygiene. And the industry knows this very well. A simple shade of white can define the success or failure of a brand. Before being sent to the paper machines, the pulp is further sifted and concentrated until it obtains a sort of creamy mass with a consistency reminiscent of a milkshake. And this cellulose milkshake is about to become paper in the literal sense of the word. Now imagine enormous vats, each capable of holding thousands of liters, bubbling like industrial cauldrons. This is where the pulp undergoes a kind of chemical spa treatment, where each step eliminates invisible impurities and refines the texture of the fibers. The first washing stage uses jets of water heated to over 80 degrees Celsius, which remove lignin residues and remnants from the previous treatment. This is followed by mechanical filtration, using vibrating screens that allow only the ideal fibers, long, supple, and uniform, to pass through. Anything too short, too hard, or irregular is discarded and often recycled within the factory itself. The cellulose then enters final bleaching tanks, where an automated system doses the reagents with laboratory precision. Each tank is monitored by optical sensors that measure the whiteness level in real time. If the shade falls outside the ideal range, the system automatically stops the flow to correct the parameters. This prevents waste and ensures that each batch is perfectly homogeneous. At the end of this process, the result is a suspension so pure it resembles a liquid cloud, translucent, light, and odorless. It's the perfect form to move on to the next stage, the transformation of this pulp into ultra-thin sheets, which will give rise to the paper we know. Now that the pulp is ready, the spectacle of heavy engineering begins. Imagine a machine as long as a train and as tall as a 3-story building, equipped with steel rollers that rotate at over 100 kilometers per hour. This is the heart of the mill, the Yankee dryer, responsible for transforming this liquid pulp into a continuous web of paper. The cellulose suspension is spread across a very fine mesh screen, forming a wet layer that contains only about 1% solid fibers. The remaining 99% is water, which must evaporate almost completely in a matter of seconds. To achieve this, the fabric passes successively over steam-heated cylinders, reaching temperatures of around 120 degrees Celsius. With each rotation, the sheet is dried and compressed a little more, becoming increasingly thin, uniform, and strong. The noise inside the hall is hypnotic, a constant rumble of air, steam, and moving metal. And the most incredible thing is that a single one of these machines is capable of producing over 2,000 meters of paper per minute. In 1 hour, that's the equivalent of 20 football fields covered in toilet paper. Meanwhile, optical sensors and cameras inspect every centimeter of the sheet, searching for the slightest imperfection invisible to the human eye. If anything deviates from the standards, the system automatically cuts out the defective section and returns the material to the internal recycling loop. At this stage, the pulp has become a continuous strip of raw paper, but it doesn't yet have its characteristic texture or soft feel. This is where the process becomes almost magical, where heavy machinery meets delicate precision. The large sheet, over 6 meters wide, is guided by dozens of rollers that stretch and calibrate it until it reaches an impressive thickness of less than 1/10 of a millimeter. To give you an idea, 3 sheets stacked on top of each other would be even thinner than a human hair. But simply thinning the paper isn't enough. It also needs to be made stronger. That's why some factories use a multi-layer system. 2 or 3 extremely thin sheets are layered to form double or triple layered paper, like the kind you find on the shelf. These layers are bonded using a wet bonding process, where jets of hot air and thermal pressure seal the fibers together without the use of traditional glue. The control is so precise that even the humidity of the air plays a role. Sensors monitor temperature, pressure, and airflow every second. The slightest deviation can cause the sheet to tear across its entire width, forcing the machine to stop and restart production, sometimes at the cost of tons of wasted paper. The end result is a lightweight, uniform, and strong material, ready to receive its texture and character. At this stage, the paper already has its basic shape, but it still lacks something essential. Touch and appearance define the identity of each brand. This is where stamping and embossing machines come in. Large metal rollers engraved with raised patterns imprint the product's typical texture. These rollers rotate at high speed, pressing the layers of paper with precisely controlled force. The compression creates tiny cavities, which increase softness and absorbency and prevent the sheets from separating too easily. Some patterns evoke flowers, ripples, or spirals. Everything is calculated to find the perfect balance between comfort and durability. After embossing, the paper undergoes a double embossing process, which permanently bonds the different layers. Here, the secret is air. Microjets blow between the sheets, creating tiny air pockets that give it a soft feel, the same principle as a feather pillow, but applied on an industrial scale. Finally comes the perfuming and softening stage. An automated system sprays a light mist of fragrances and softening agents onto the main roller. Everything is measured in milligrams per square meter to avoid compromising the paper's strength or integrity. And it's only now that the product truly begins to resemble the rolls you have in your bathroom. Once kilometers of paper have passed through the stamping rollers, It's time to transform this immense continuous strip into individual rolls, the ones that make it to your home. Here, the key word is synchronization. The master reel, a gigantic cylinder that can reach 3 meters in diameter and weigh nearly 2 tons, is installed on an automated cutting line. Circular knives as sharp as surgical blades divide the large strip into dozens of perfectly regular ribbons. Each of these ribbons is immediately wound up by robotic arms, creating the compact rolls we all know. And it all happens much faster than you might imagine. A single production line can generate more than 40 rolls per second. It's a veritable high-speed industrial ballet, where the slightest misalignment can trigger an avalanche of torn paper. Tension and speed sensors adjust everything in real time to ensure each roll has the same diameter and density. Immediately afterward, the ends are sliced with millimeter precision, and the roll takes its final shape. Before packaging, it goes through a system that slightly rolls the last sheet, the one you grab at the beginning of the roll to use. A small detail, but one that requires optical vision technology to execute perfectly. If there's one product that can't afford to fail, it's toilet paper. That's why, before reaching store shelves, each roll undergoes a series of astonishing tests, worthy of a high-tech laboratory. First, samples are randomly taken from the production line and subjected to tensile and tear resistance tests. Machines grasp the paper by its ends and stretch it until it breaks, measuring the force required to tear it. The results are displayed as highly precise graphs. If the paper breaks below the established threshold, the entire batch is reevaluated. Next comes the absorption and dissolution test. Yes, there are tanks that simulate a toilet flush. Rolls or segments of toilet paper are submerged in water and agitated to check how quickly they disintegrate completely. This time must be fast enough not to clog the pipes, but slow enough to ensure comfortable use. We also perform a texture test using touch sensors to measure surface smoothness, as well as an automated visual inspection. Cameras inspect each roll for embossing defects or color variations. All these checks ensure that the paper you receive is soft, strong, and safe, always of consistent quality, regardless of where it was manufactured. After so much engineering, chemistry, and precision, the roll of toilet paper that arrives at your door represents far more than mere convenience. It's a symbol of how technology transforms even the simplest gestures of daily life. And there's a historical detail that few people know. Toilet paper, as we know it today, only became truly popular in the West after the 1940s. Before that, people used newspapers, rags, or even corn cobs, a time no one wants to relive. Today, this sector fuels a global industry that produces more than 30 billion rolls a year. And the next revolution is already underway. Recycled paper is bamboo-based paper. Bamboo can grow up to 30 times faster than eucalyptus and be harvested without replanting, making it one of the great promises for reducing environmental impact without sacrificing softness. Some factories are already using recycled water and renewable energy, closing their production cycle with almost zero waste. Most impressively, all of this happens silently, while we only notice the end result, discreetly tucked away in the bathroom cabinet. So the next time you use a simple roll of toilet paper, remember this: behind it all lies engineering, science, and care, deployed on a gigantic scale. If you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look at hygiene, tell us in the comments which stage of production surprised you the most today. And if you were already familiar with this fascinating process, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our content.